Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, and Scandinavia. So today I'm starting this episode with a very nice event, which is an heir to the throne, and a pretty good heir, I have to say. 334 is good. It's not as good as the guy they suggested, but this is still good. So Carl Gustav, and we have lost the uncertain legitimacy, which means that we are now gaining legitimacy. I wanted to start this episode by showing you the current technological levels of the world. You can see that we are doing actually pretty good. We are one of the most developed nations. We have 30, 33, 33. Milan has 32, 33, 34, so they are slightly better. And so are, what is this, Sicilian Naples, 33, 32, 34. Also Portugal is doing really good, 31, 32, 33. Castile is not doing so good, nor is France. Commonwealth is actually quite behind, 26, 27, 29. Bohemia, 27, 27, 29. Hungary, 24, 28, 27. Novgorod, 25, 25, 27. Turks are falling behind, 28, 28, 30, but still doing better. And then I was kind of surprised to find out that one of the nations here has 31, 32, 33. What are they? Oh, it's Portugal. Okay, so Portugal has a colony there. That's cool. Yeah, so that's actually kind of fine. Another good piece of news is our institutions spread. You can see that casual literacy is spread to most of our important parts, and it costs only 953 gold now. It's gonna get much better once all of these provinces get it, but yeah, even Turku, I think is this. Turku is getting it too, and at a pretty decent rate. I'm so happy about our budget. We got Orasunton, we got the emergency taxes, so I'm pretty sure now, unless something really horrifying happens, we'll be able to repay 2 loans when they come due in about a year. So that's good. We'll have to prolong 2, but I'll just take away the inflation that is going to incur on us, and we'll repay the 2 extra loans in another 5 years. Court painter available. Oh, why do you taunt me, game? Why do you taunt me? 252 gold. No, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I know 50, but 40% is too little for that much, and we really need to get rid of those loans. Actually, our stability is increasing at a pretty nice pace. It was actually 9.8 a couple of minutes ago, but okay, well, 7.84 is still good. We're getting a decent amount, and we're already at 22. Now, I had the option to appropriate church property again. I tried it, but it gave me a resistance from the church, and I didn't really want to get them all in a hissy fit, because you can see that we still have a decent amount of unrest, and it gives pretty much a flat out +7 or +8 to everyone. So that's not good. I had to quell the rebels, especially the Scandinavian particularists, Swedish separatists, which took a huge toll on our military power. But as we are doing fairly good and we could take these just right off the bat, I'm not really worried. I'm looking forward to the 2-decker, as I mentioned. I'd like to fix our navy, but I found out that we actually can't, due to the fact that most of our 1/3 of our population, or 1/4 of our population, has died. We severely dropped in the amount of sailors that we're producing, and as we are actually way over our naval force limit still, we are not able to replenish what we get. So any upgrades or anything to our navy are just moot at this point, because it would mean that we wouldn't be able to repair those ships anyway. We're almost done with the reinforcement of our troops, which is also pretty good. I dropped the rooting out corruption and armor maintenance a bit, so then we gain a bit more gold. I'm gonna get it to maximum eventually, but right now getting money is more important because we really need a soft cushion for the upcoming threats that might happen. But I'm happy that we have an heir. I'm happy that we have 0 stability. Small steps, baby steps. But if we could just get to 1 stability right now, it would mean that immediately we lose the internal conflicts, and that would mean more rubber goods and more stability. Hey, more toll. Oh, could it be that we might be able to repay free loans? Getting burgers to cough up a bit more money would be pretty nice. Oh, that's the problem. Okay, now I see it. Granting them tax holiday would give me 5 loyalty, but a bit of inflation. Or I could give them no. Let's wait. I can offer you favors. Magnificent gift. Or corruption. No, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna demand. Well, all I really wanted. Oh, we're getting quite a lot of money. Okay, you know what? Let's give them the inflation. Well, how important is this for us? Stability increase and travel lowered. Okay, urban gravity modifier lowered unrest. All provinces in town. Yeah, we need this. We just need this, and I need to. What? Wait, what? I can't offer them a favor when their loyalty is below 11%. Oh my god, I should have just done it otherwise. Special taxes are due. That's awesome, but what can I do with this? Negative modifier for a country and unrest in provinces. They could. You know what? I wanted to do this some time ago, but yeah, I think we can do this. No corruption. It makes our ships a bit more durable. Cost is increased, but they gain loyalty and we gain 6.8 stability points. So significant expansion on the shipbuilding. And now I can, of course, offer them favor. Well, screw you. And what about you? I wanted to offer you favors, and that was the gift. I'm gonna do that, but not right now. That favor helped our stability significantly, and we are now getting more points. And I'm pretty sure that unless a horrifying accident happens, I might be able to actually repay free loans. That would be great, because I could just offer them the tax holiday and gain an extra point of stability, which I'll glad to trade for inflation that we're gonna remove anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The game taunts me so much. Architect of the Danish throne. Reigning from 1588 to 1648, King Christian IV of Denmark was one of the country's most celebrated monarchs. He was the force behind military, economic, and social reforms, and despite having more misfortune than fortune in war, he's considered the king that brought Denmark into the modern era. In addition to his many reforms, he was an avid city builder and expanded not only Copenhagen but many cities in Denmark as well as Norway. Construction cost lowered by 15% for the next 20 years. I'm really hoping that we might be able to deal with this somehow. Anyway, I learned another thing. If we repay these free loans, we might still not prolong this loan because we have another 2 years to repay that one. So if we only get at least 1 Orosuntal and more, I think we'll be able to deal with this. And pretty well as well. Okay, our ship limit is increasing and the amount of sailors we're getting is also increasing, which is nice. Oh, and that reminds me, I can now fabricate a claim on yet another Bohemian province. So all 3 of these are now claimed by us. So in case a war breaks out, we might be able to get these. Kind of cheap, really. So we'll have to repay the 3 loans that we have at this point, yeah, 1st of April. So I'll let you tag along for that. And diplomatic and military technology will come soon. I was actually really mad at this king for a bit because I realized that he's not really giving us enough power. Or at least as much as he could. Imagine if we didn't have this freaking problem. We would now have, or be getting 18.64 per year. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go all the way to stability +3. Okay, repay, repay, repay. So we are down to 76 gold, but you can see that the interest has dropped significantly and we are getting pretty decent income right now. The unrest is not horrifying, and I hope that it's going to stay that way. So once I get enough money, I think we might start thinking about expanding some of the places that we wanted, but I really need to build up a decent budget. Because if we get that advisor, that court painter, or some event like that again, I want to be prepared. Can I offer you a favor? A magnificent gift. Yes, I want that. 3.57, that's valuable. And the tax holiday does not seem so alluring right now when it would just mean an extra inflation. Is there anything? Just the corruption and the decade of self-rule. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that. Well, our advisor, hijacked Axel Guntenhelm, has died, and I would give anything to get an affordable artist, but I don't have that amount of money. So I need to take someone, well, the second best choice, which in this case I guess is Ulrich, for measly 1.98 monthly. Train efficiency, production. Actually, let's check the taxes. No, production and trade is the best. Okay, so you are on Ulrich. You're a bit old, but that's okay. Trade efficiency and production efficiency, yes. And I have also decided that we are going to repay that loan. It's due anytime soon anyway. So, yeah, on March. So let's repay it. And that puts us at a nice 246 gold in treasury. You will notice that I don't have the corvée labor anymore, and I'm waiting for the favors for the lesser nobles, because I was actually thinking to offer the favor to my greater nobles, but that's 133 gold for 3.54 stability points. But I think that we could enjoy more from the lesser nobles, plus I could get the corvée labor back, and that would help with quite a lot. Pomeranian separatists. Oh man, a new governor in Finland. Sounds like a bureaucratic. I always go with the bureaucratic candidate. I actually don't know if there's a difference, but yeah. I was also thinking that we might want to get another colony here to get the ball rolling, but it would be an extra income drain, and even though that they're paying us quite nicely in tariffs, I'm not really ready to spread that much. Plus, there's no hurry, really. We're doing good, and as long as this crisis is continuing, I'm not entirely sold on everything. The unrest has went up again, which sucks, honestly. But we still just need to increase the stability, which is getting more and more possible, as we are now sitting at 55.69 stability. I think the Corvée labor, I always forget. No, it doesn't help. But it lowers the unrest, so that's in itself reward. What about you? Oh, but you can help. Okay, so that's gonna help. Oh, too bad I noticed now. I could have gotten a bit more. You have the Corvée labor, and you guys can't really help with anything, can you? Nope. So let's see if we can next month, how much we can get. I'm really happy that we're getting this much income, even without the Corvée labor. It shows that our situation is getting slightly better after decades and decades of unfortunate chaos. Also, the manpower is looking better. We're getting more sailors. Oh wow, we could get more units too. I'm not gonna, but we could get more, which would probably be an increase to Royal Army. 2 extra units of soldiers. Okay, so let's see if we can now offer them a magnificent gift. Yes, that's better. 16 diplomatic points, I'm okay with that. 209 gold, and I'm okay with that. And we get 5.46 stability points. So let's do that. And immediately capitalize on that and demand Corvée labor, which will in turn put us to unbelievable 26 gold per month. And I'm gonna also then offer the favors to, for extra 3.54, which is good. So we're sitting at nice 61, we're getting 9.28. Things are starting to look good. We might get to 1 stability very soon. Oh, it's lesson almost always forget. What about you? So it's not worth it. It is not worth it to deal with the burgers, honestly. Hey, 26 is damn nice. I have to start lowering the corruption again. And you. What about you? It's tempting to expand there for more income, but I'm not really sold on the idea yet. I really think this might go south soon, though. It's really nice. Stability plays an incredible role. Just think about the fact that we had +8 everywhere in unrest. Oh! There we go. That's the problem. Fuck, I just spent gold. Well, there's no going around it. I think we'll have to go with massive celebration. My god, What happened to poor ruler? Oh, Queen Consort is actually better though, so... Oh, let's enjoy massive celebration and loans then. That wasn't here for a long time, was it? Freaking hell. Actually, I missed out on the fact that we can now go with the diplomatic and military technology. So let's do that and use it as an end of the episode. So first, goldsmith banking. Merchants who wanted to store their gold usually turned to the royal mint to safeguard it. When the King of England seized this gold as a forced loan, they began to search around for other options. One popular option was to use the private vaults of goldsmiths who needed to protect their wares from thieves. The goldsmiths would store gold for some merchants and write promissory note to others, earning them a profit on the interest and so becoming bankers. Trade efficiency increased and settler growth increased, plus we get the two-decker. And the regular pay. Levied armies and mercenaries both had their limitations. Increasingly, rulers turned to permanent forces, but these troops demanding regular pay, something difficult for most rulers to accomplish. Reforms of the military administration to ensure a constant supply of pay for the troops helped to reduce desertion among these regulars. Military tactics increased, land morale increased, and infantry shock increased. So next level will give us a frigate-built ship, which is nice. And speaking of which, I wanted to see the differences in ships. So for that I need to go somewhere like here and check the two-decker. Wow, the two-decker has 90 hull, 80 cannons, and 6 speed. While our current ships have 53 cannons, hull size 66, and 6 speed. And these ones are even worse. 49 cannons, 60 hull size, 6 speed. So it's gonna be a big difference. Oh, Lucas blasphemy. Although it can hardly be said that Scandinavia is a pious nation, it is still unwise to show a complete disregard for the Reformed faith, which is exactly what the Queen Consort region did, and in a very public manner. This gaffe has offered true believers in the nation and exposed the limits of secularism. What should we do? Show constriction publica with diplomatic power. I really don't want more unrest. But if I read this correctly, we are so close to getting rid of the internal struggle. So close!